I died last night, but I'm still here. I know how that sounds. Trust me, I've been trying to make sense of it for the past 3 days, but I need to tell someone, and I figure strangers on the internet are less likely to call my mom and suggest I get evaluated. Last Thursday, I was driving home from my buddy Kevin's place around 11 at night. He lives about 40 minutes outside the city in this rural area where the roads twist through farmland, and there's basically zero lighting once you pass the gas station. I'd taken that drive probably 100 times. I knew every curve, every pothole, every spot where deer like to cross. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't on my phone. I was just driving, listening to some podcast about unsolved mysteries, which feels ironic now. About 20 minutes into the drive, I came around this bend near Miller's Creek. There's an old stone bridge there that's been around since the 1800s. Single lane. You have to slow down and check if anyone's coming from the other direction. I slowed down like I always do, and that's when I saw headlights coming at me. Fast. Way too fast. The other car was in my lane, completely in my lane, and I remember thinking there's no room. There's literally nowhere to go. I yanked my wheel to the right, felt my tires hit gravel, then nothing. Not darkness, not a tunnel, not my life flashing before my eyes, just nothing. Like someone hit pause on existence. Then I woke up at Kevin's kitchen table. He was handing me a beer and asking if I wanted to stay for another round of poker. I looked at the clock on his microwave. It was 9:47, over an hour before I'd left. I just stared at him. He asked if I was okay because apparently I looked like I'd seen a ghost. I told him I was fine, just spaced out for a second, but my hands were shaking. I could still feel the steering wheel. I could still hear the sound of gravel under my tires. I played another round of poker, lost badly because I couldn't focus on anything except what had just happened. When it hit 11, I told Kevin I was heading out. He walked me to my car and said drive safe, and I almost told him everything right there, but what would I even say? I got in my car and started driving. Same road, same podcast, same curves and potholes. My heart was pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. When I got close to Miller's Creek, I pulled over, just stopped my car on the shoulder about a quarter mile before the bridge. I sat there for maybe 5 minutes, hands gripping the wheel, trying to convince myself I'd imagined the whole thing, some kind of weird daydream. Maybe I'd fallen asleep at Kevin's table and dreamed the entire drive home. Then I saw headlights, coming from the direction of the bridge. Fast. The same headlights. A pickup truck flew past me going at least 70 on a road where the limit is 35. It swerved across the center line, then back, then across again. Drunk driver. Had to be. If I'd been on that bridge at 11:22 like I was supposed to be, that truck would have hit me head on. There would have been nowhere to go. I would have died. I would have died exactly like I remembered dying. I sat there on the shoulder for another hour. Couldn't move. Couldn't think. Eventually, I drove home going about 20 miles an hour with my hazards on like some kind of paranoid grandma. I told my wife I wasn't feeling well. She made me tea and I just sat on the couch staring at the wall until 3 in the morning. Here's the thing that really gets me. The next day, I looked up accidents on that road. There was one. Around 11:30 Thursday night, a pickup truck went off Miller's Creek Bridge. Driver survived but was in critical condition. The article said he'd been drinking at a bar 2 towns over. Said he lost control on the bridge and went through the railing into the creek. They found him trapped in his truck in 4 feet of water. If I'd been on that bridge when he came through, we both would have died. Instead, I pulled over because I remembered dying. And he went into the creek alone, where the water was shallow enough that he survived until someone found him. I keep thinking about it. Did I dream my own death? Did I actually die and somehow get sent back? Was it just some kind of premonition that felt more real than anything I've ever experienced? I don't know. I don't think I'll ever know. But I drove past that bridge yesterday. There's a gap in the railing now where the truck went through. Fresh skid marks on the road. And when I looked at the spot where I would have been, where I remember being, I swear the temperature in my car dropped 10 degrees. My wife thinks I should talk to someone. Maybe she's right. But what am I supposed to say? That I died last Thursday and then I didn't? I know how it sounds, but I'm still here, and I wasn't supposed to be.